What's up, Kansas City? I'm your host, Rhonda Smith, and to the right of me, this is a candidate for 5th District, Mr. Edward Bell. How you doing, Edward?
I'm doing well, Ms. Rhonda.
Great. What do you want to be called, Edward or Ed?
Whatever's fine for you. Edward's fine, Ed is fine.
Okay. We've been sitting here talking for several minutes, and man, this is explosive. I like talking to you, first of all. You've got a lot of great ideas that you need to put out there,
Yes, ma'am.
and hopefully we're going to provide this platform for you. So, your motivation for running for city council, talk to me about that.
Just being a Kansas City original, the first house I lived on was 7224th Avenue, right in the heart of 5th District. The first school I went to was St. Augustine. It's not up anymore, but it's in Marlboro Community District. I graduated from Bishop Hogan High School, and it was still Bishop Hogan. So I remember going to the landing and smelling Topsy from end to end, the arcade in there. So I remember what Kansas City used to look like, used to feel like. And there's been some changes, good and bad. And so for me to get involved is my way of saying I want to help make Kansas City better. I want to provide my contribution to my community. And so that is a major umbrella reason for why I'm running for city council.
And that's a really good reason. City council is almost that first step towards what the main goal is. But right now, just to say focus, city council is such a big step. So what do you hope to accomplish if you're elected into city council?
A couple of things. The first one is really just to reestablish a sense of dignity and respect and credibility with 5th District City Council leadership.
Sure.
And this isn't an indictment against anybody, period. Just that the things that have been associated with the 5th District, news-wise, and just awareness, just hasn't been on the positive side. It's been more surrounded around controversy, and there are motivations for that. I'm totally aware of that.
Right.
But we just really need to shift the trajectory of the focus on making the community better. In part 5th District, as a whole, Kansas City. Also, I really want to create some opportunities of advancement for people. Programs don't work unless it's a series of programs that produces a result or a change.
Right.
And FEC is a great example of a lot of youth summer programs, but when the programs are done, then the youth are really back to where they are.
Right.
And so what we need to do is really begin to create a series of programs through partnerships with civic, business, public, nonprofit entities, and really create a platform in which people can grow. And when that opportunity has reached its life cycle, how can we transition to another opportunity and another opportunity? So, and then on the ground level, really just clean up how the district looks.
Sure.
Beyond just fixing the abandoned houses and dealing with the blight, there are just great opportunities to redevelop, to grow, to rehab, to revitalize our area, our district, our community. And so I have some initiatives, some projects that we can actually do on the ground, not that pie in the sky stuff, but things we can do on the ground and that we can sustain on the ground as well.
Wow, and doing that, you're talking about every action has a reaction.
Right.
In order to create this reaction that you're expecting, you're starting small.
Right.
And you're not trying to hit deep into the city's money pocket,
Right,
because
it's
I don't
really
even
not
know.
there.
I was about to say, I don't even know if we still have a money pocket for the city. But this is something that started from the ground and let the dust create more of a action. That is such a great thing. So, being a city councilman, how do you plan on helping the district or the city at large? You talked about projects, so.
So some of those projects are, and I'll just hit you with a couple. Here's a great area of opportunity. The manhole covers in Kansas City are made from a company in India and shipped here from there. And so, so let's pause that and then let's move back a little bit. We can reduce the restrictions on the amount of trash people can put out. That will help beautify our city. Right. And then we can reinstitute and redesign bulk pickup. And now we are really removing those bulk trash items out of those lots and places that are just dumped. And now we have a concentrated effort in which we can sort, resource, allocate, separate, and do different things with these materials. One of the things is putting a manufacturing plant on the east side of the district and on that Bannister Federal Complex site And that'll be a separation site for recyclable materials, doing auto body work, but then also taking those recyclables and then making the manhole covers. So now we're seeing a project come full circle to address a need that we have or an opportunity that's present
Right.
that typically wasn't accessed. That's just one. Another one is really these mind to market initiatives that that's what I call them.
Mhm.
Starts in your mind, you bring them to market. Kansas City is known as the city of fountains.
Right.
And so what we can do is create a VOTEC program that creates a track to union membership, participation, apprenticeship programs, and end with the worker or laborer getting some kind of certification or becoming part of a union. But what we'll do is we'll make fountains, and fountains can look like any kind of thing. It doesn't just take concrete and water, but it can be
That's
any
true.
kind of thing. So all the different smiths and skill sets that it take to make these fountains become those tracks to owning your own labor, to getting part of a union. But then we'll take those fountains and we'll sell them to other municipalities, other companies, other
Right.
corporations. And now we've taken that one government dollar that used to start the project and we've leveraged it into $2 through a good business practice. And now we have sustainability and viability with the project. So these are just things that we can do, harnessing the talent and the energy we already have in our community and improving our community with dignity.
Right.
With dignity.
Right. And now, with all these different steps, this would be so easy to implement even in